Jay Wyse.
Yeah.
Here with my guys. Thank y'all for having me.
Yeah.
Bigger than any hood we claim. It's time that we cement our names. It's time the world know who we are. It's up to us to finally take charge. Bigger than any hood we claim. It's time that we cement our names. It's time the world know who we are. It's up to us to finally take charge. Protect my soul and protect my wrist. Let me get this money and make the family rich. Let me stay in my lane and steer clear of drama. And never let me have to stand again in front of your honor. Or fall victim to no sucker shit. Or ever be a pawn of the government. Let me live a life I thought I'd never see. Let me truly leave behind a legacy. My sons are my greatest prizes. And the love I got for my lady, I emphasize it. All of my success is coming. About to get everything that I ever wanted. Don't think it's ever been this crystal clear. Finally understand why they kept me here. It's way bigger than helping myself. It's way deeper than flexing on somebody else. When my time is up, what will they say about me? Will my family be embarrassed to wear the name proudly? Will my time here have been wasted? Nah, not at all. Just know it's never too late to get right with God. Blessings starting to overflow, accomplishments in abundance, the only time I overdose. When you look at me, I hope it's just for motivation. I pray to inspire people in different places. I came from the gutter, never had much at all. Just like a player off the bench, I couldn't wait the ball. I came from the gutter, never had much at all. Just like a player off the bench, I couldn't wait the ball. Bigger than any hood we claim. It's time that we cement our names. It's time the world know who we are. It's up to us to finally take charge. Bigger than any hood we claim. It's time that we cement our names. It's time the world know who we are. It's up to us to finally take charge. Counting me out, how coincidental. I was counting coins while writing to this instrumental. I was plotting my moves, life is chess, nigga. When I'm really at my best, nigga. I lost it all, got some back and lost some more. When I lost my dog, I thought I lost the war. Have you ever seen rip through some flesh? Have you ever had the police tell you you was next? Life far from perfect, but it make for substance. The end is better when you came from nothing. Everything I want, I will obtain. Whoever knew this type of greatness could come from pain. Whoever knew this type of greatness could come from pain. Bigger than any hood we claim. It's time that we cement our name. It's time the world know who we are. It's up to us to finally take charge. Bigger than any hood we claim. It's time that we cement our names. It's time the world know who we are. It's up to us to finally take charge.
Marvin, give him the slow fade. Give him the slow fade out, nigga. give him the ghetto slow fade out, nigga. We don't got the goddamn shit. Dude.
Choose wisely.
I don't know where
The volume. Put the volume on that fancy ass phone.
I don't know where the volume is. Let me just pause that motherfucker.
See, if he was real nice, he'd have went like this. Just pulled it away from the mic. Who we got on the show today? Don't look at the goddamn thing. The motherfucker named 10 times in a row. He said Jay Wyse, Jay Wyse. He said it.
I thought you was going to say he was the greatest canoer of all time.
Yes, he's the greatest fucking canoe out of Arizona. Goddamn,
Okay,
Jay
goddamn.
Wyse.
That's what I was waiting on.
He
All right,
also
all right.
rap. He also rap.
Oh, he does.
Hey, Jay, thanks for coming on, bro.
What?
No problem,
the
man.
fuck,
Thanks for
bro?
having me, man.
Jay, you nice as shit.
I think
Jay.
that was one of our best intros, like, into the show. That's
No,
gotta
first of all,
yeah.
that's a first.
Like, yeah.
Appreciate
That's
that.
Now, it was low budget. As you can see, we had to hold
Hey.
the
I mean,
phone
we
up.
was holding the phone
Hey.
and
Listen,
shit, but
bro, we
here
started
you
with
go,
a camera this big and a mic that had all type of
Appreciate it,
feedback, reverb, and shit.
Man, we
So-
appreciate it, man.
Most definitely.
You nice as shit, Jay.
Bruh.
Thank you.
Hey, tell me
that
nice
touched
as
my
shit,
heart. That touched my heart, real shit.
Thank you.
Like, that touched my heart.
Bigger than any hood man, it was so many different topics you did in that, and
Yes.
we're gonna get into all that. We're gonna get into all that. Let's introduce it. We got Jay here today.
Yes.
Right? Who we got in the corner? The swollest motherfucker I know in the room right now. Look at
Yeah.
it. How you swole with a goddamn sweatshirt on? That's
Sweater.
how you swole.
Exactly.
I got the whole shirt with the titty meat out. And he got the sweatshirt on. He
Look,
like,
we
"Nah,
had to
you fat ass."
readjust the camera because his whole right shoulder was outside of frame. So
What's your name is, bro?
I'm Blackface, y'all. Go by
Blackface. All right. And we got my man off camera in the corner. What they call him? What his name is?
Jazzy Jeff.
And what he do, y'all?
One Stop Jeff.
That's one-stop Jeff right
Everything.
there.
Everything.
One-stop Jeff.
That motherfucker, he really do everything.
Yeah.
He got an amazing beard too. It may be Velcro. I don't know yet. We gonna check later. We gotta do
Just gotta get him to pop in on the camera later.
Motherfucker just melt off and shit. Like, yeah, I don't need this today. So, Jay, you've been doing this. You told me off camera since about 2012.
Yeah,
Spitting,
2012.
right?
Yep.
And I know I've come across your music or your face or something, and just haven't locked in. You know how, especially these days with social media, there's so many different distractions.
Mhm.
Everybody's creating something. Everybody got drama or life going on. So you could be aware of somebody, but just haven't like really dug into what they were doing.
Yeah, for sure.
So I remember, I think I was on your page, and you probably put the post up of the project, and it was either a clip you post up or a link, and I said, what in the fuck? Sometimes with Baltimore, we kind of stereotype with a certain genre or style of music, and us not really digging into like, you know, the intellectual, the boom bap or whatever, right?
Right.
And I'm like, yo, this motherfucker is nice. The engineering, I'm assuming that's your ass.
Yeah.
At least the mixing. I don't know who got mastered that.
hold on,
One
I'm trying to figure
style
out where the
Jeff.
pause came from.
I'm like,
'cause he said,
the production, the beats, the fucking like. We all got a cousin like, yo, listen to my shit, and you like, all right, here we go.
yeah, that's true.
I gotta talk to my cousin who I love.
Right.
This shit good, but I know it's trash. And I'm listening. I'm like, yo, I could put this in a lineup with anybody out right now that's hot, and it don't sound like sonically it don't belong there. The emphasis of the bars, the
Lyrically,
everything. It's
yeah,
like, damn,
everything
this
about
motherfucker
it
nice.
is it has a lot of different elements to it. I mean, first of all, when you
Nice.
I know for me, like when I listen to a song, I like to feel some kind of emotion. I'm looking for that song to bring out whatever emotion I'm looking for. If I'm in the gym and I'm, you know what I mean, I'm trying to get that good pump, I need that song. If I'm literally, that's a song I would listen to. Like if I'm, you know, I got to prepare myself before, like I'm getting ready to read my book, or, you know, I'm just thinking about, you know, I got a long car ride. And, you know I got a bunch of shit I need to focus on, and I'm really ready to get to the grind. Like, you can really zone out into that song and understand, like, yo, be grateful for where you are and whatnot. Understand where you came from, but know it's a bigger future ahead.
So what made you give up canoeing for rapping?
Man, it just didn't feel like my thing anymore.
I'm tired of rowing this goddamn boat. I'm gonna go pick something else up.
Something else, man.
So yeah, so how long have you been rapping, man? Give us some story.
Since 2012. So I started music, like really doing it in 2012, and I started when my best friend got killed. So that's what made me really like lock in with it, because it was something that basically like helped me get through that situation, and it was something for me to channel myself into versus all the other negative thoughts that was, you know, going across my mind and the situation at hand and just a bunch of shit that was going on at that time.
Was he also involved in music prior to his death?
Not really,
Okay.
but you know, like that was battle rap was like big back then, so everybody just used to freestyle and shit like that. So they used to do that just playing around, but it was never nothing serious.
So before that, I know that would kind of incentivize you, or not incentivize you, but like it kind of what pushed you into it. But
Right.
were you the kid way back with the soda cans in the lunchroom, or?
I never was the kid.
So bro, how you can rap that good and you never was the kid? I was the kid and I can't rap that damn good.
I don't know, man.
He said I was a kid.
I was the
It was
kid.
just like-
this one-
You still look like
I
a
tell
kid.
everybody that all the time. Like I never
Go ahead.
grew up like with the brush in my hand in the mirror rapping or
none of that.
nothing like
None of
that.
that.
It just really hit around that time. I stuck to it. It stuck with me, and I just kept on moving forward from there.
That's really, you know, they say that when you go through like big traumas like that, like it forces you to go in, or you know, it unlocks, you know, compartments in your brain that you have no idea are there until you go through like these traumatic things. My thing is that so for you to actually understand that you were channeling your energy into what is now your craft, like from what standpoint did you say, all right, this is not just something that I'm doing to relieve stress or tension or, you know, to get out my emotions and thoughts, but to make this into a career that could possibly touch millions?
I think with me realizing that I'm not the sole person that go through this type of shit. Like I'm not the only person who, you know, has lost somebody or who has been through an experience like that. And if it can help me get through that, I know it can help somebody else get through that same shit too. So
Nice.
Did your friend, rest in peace to him,
Yes,
did
rest
he
in
see
peace.
this gift in you as well? Was it like, man, you know, a lot of times you have people in the street and y'all both in the same gutter, or it's like, man, you better than this. Like, you nice, you can hoop, you can do whatever, you smart. Was he one of those people that was like, before his death, it was always like, yo, you nice, man. Like, you fuck around, we play freestyle. And he like, man, what's going on? I ain't know you could rap or
now the thing about it is he never got to see it.
at all.
He never got to see it because like before his death, I wasn't doing it.
At all.
I wasn't doing
At
it.
all.
It was like they used to play around with the freestyling and shit, and I might do a little bit here and there, but I never was really locked in, like nowhere close to where I am now, and like never even before that.
Was you this nice when you first? Well, you couldn't have been this nice. Don't lie to me, Jay. Don't say you just came out spitting like that.
No, I
It's one-
didn't.
I'm about to say, what? This shit ain't fair.
Now,
Right.
probably the content and everything like that, but far as like I'm way better now with
Delivery
delivery
and all
and
that, yeah.
finding, you know, which way I want to go and everything like that. Now,
Mm.
the idea of all the shit was there in 2012, but as far as how polished it is now, nah, I ain't just jump out there like that.
I'm still tripping on that bar. Yo said like a play off the bench. I was waiting the ball. I'm like,
Nigga, that ain't
I was like,
shit.
wait a
He
minute,
gotta- yo,
what?
I'm telling you, man. I was
I
talking
want
to
to
you
be
off
like
camera.
bars, but I couldn't do it because he was still rapping. So I was like, damn.
Bro, you should have did it. I was so we when did we lock this down? Maybe a month ago.
Yeah.
Y'all coming on. So I've heard a couple tracks. It was 8 tracks in the project.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I either went through the entire thing or like you driving and then you know where you at? Pick up the milk or some shit. Be like, God damn, you know whatever. So I remember hearing it like, yo, this motherfucker's nice. Like he's nice. But then this morning I'm listening to it again and I'm like, I don't know. I was under some kind of influence. Say it like that. And I'm like, yo, did I miss this shit? Like, how the fuck did I not catch? What the fuck? Because I remember hearing the production level and the audio engineering. I tell my wife all the time because she don't understand what that is. So I explain to her like treble and bass, like the most lowest range. I don't get into like EQ and shit like that, right? But I'm like, when you hear his shit sonically, it sounds like what it's supposed to sound like. And then the production, the beats, it's like, okay, this shit sound like what it's supposed. But I don't know why the lyrics didn't hit me till like today. Like, oh, it's the trifecta of like what you need to do. Cause you can have hard ass beats, hard as engineering, be some trash. We got enough women and jewelry on it. I guess it'll work out, dance
Right.
and shit.
Right.
But in your type of avenue or lane, you ain't got no fat. Like if you ain't spitting that shit on a track like that with a move like that, you gonna hear it in the first 10 seconds.
Right.
Like, oh, he don't belong on no shit like this.
Right.
You had, and Marvin, I know you got something to say, but it's another track. It was Manifest, and quote, you said, "You are what you think, and you get what you grind for." So if you ain't put in work, what you think it's your time for? That's when I don't know if I hit you this morning. I said, what the fuck is he talking about? If you can't relate to that, not even being an MC, like in this podcast, right? If we want to continue to grow this motherfucker and have cool people on and incentivize them to come on, you got to grind. You got to play catch up.
Right.
And when I'm hearing rhymes like that, and you're doing bar after bar,
bar.
that shit. And look at him. Even when you saying, it's like, yeah, that's what I do.
And the
Like it's not even.
real
It's like it's
nonchalant.
easy.
yo, and the transition is so smooth. Like it ain't like just.
I'm gonna stop kissing this motherfucker ass, man. I'm gonna stop
No,
right
I
now.
mean shit, nigga. I'm on the boat now too and shit. I'm
He's
over this
fucking
motherfucker 'cause
good,
I'm sitting
man.
over here
Appreciate
tripping
y'all,
like,
man.
yo, I mean, even from transition from bar to bar, like it was just. Like,
He
it
lying.
was just
Y'all
dope
lying.
because
y'all lying for him. He lying, y'all.
if you can just talk like that, like.
Marvin, he
anyway,
lying, ain't he? He lying.
It's 2012, man.
That's crazy.
I'm checking MySpace.
It's a gift.
I'm
yo.
checking my.
I'm checking
I-
MySpace.
the funny
You
thing
doing-
about
checking
it,
AOL and shit
I
too.
wasn't even doing music when MySpace was out.
All right, so what was you doing? I got a feeling you gonna. What was your life about around that time before
He was
the music?
canoeing, motherfucker.
He was
Remember?
canoeing.
It's
Okay,
like,
yeah, he was
you know?
canoeing, and that shit ain't work out.
It ain't work
To
out.
Arizona.
You know, I had a gap and then
All right.
I did music.
So what was up, y'all? What can you tell us?
Shit, I really didn't do any music. So for the most part, 2012, I was younger. I was just ripping and running, hanging
Right.
out, shit like that. Getting into shit I probably shouldn't have been into and all
Right.
that type of shit. But then when you hit with something like I was hit with, and it's like even before that. All right, so before my best friend died, he died in 2010. I got shot in 2009.
Mm.
So it was like that whole year span was just like, wake the fuck up, because this shit you can't take for granted. This shit out here is not guaranteed. It's not promised. So you got to change gears and you got to reevaluate some shit and move differently. And like ever since then, it was just me trying to move at a different pace and do shit differently. Plus, I got 2 sons now, so it's like I can't be on
you
no
the only
bullshit.
family
You
they
can't
have.
be selfish,
yeah,
right?
for sure.
So, I got a question. I'm have a whole bunch of questions, bro, because this shit is serious. But so you know, obviously, all right. So 2012. Next thing you know, crack. What kind of? I mean, like, what did you have any like pitfalls, like where anybody was against, like what you were trying to do? That, man, you ain't never rapped before. Now all of a sudden you want to rap and all that kind of stuff. So how did did you feel any of that, or how did you deal with it if it did come to you? Like how did you?
I honestly didn't. I didn't get any of that, and I think I didn't get any of that because of why I started doing music.
Right.
You know what I mean, it wasn't like, oh, I'm just doing this because this is a hot thing to do, or I'm doing this just because I'm about to try to get a lot of money. It was like a real reason behind it that
Right.
I feel like anybody could relate to.
Right.
So I ain't catch a lot of flack about, oh, you do music now and anything like that.
Right.
And plus, back in 2012, I mean, the city wasn't like it is now. Like rap now, it's like we got a whole lot.
Right.
Like back in 2012, it wasn't like that.
It wasn't even a market.
True.
out here, really.
Yeah,
Just
it
a
wasn't really a
few
market.
people.
Right.
Boss mans.
Right.
You
Yeah,
know what
at
I'm
that
saying?
time it was like okay.
Scar.
When did you meet these two gentlemen in your road?
So actually I met Jeff. What was it? Probably like last year.
Probably something like
Oh,
that.
this
Probably
new
like
nigga.
early last year. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
damn.
probably like early last year. And I knew Sean for a couple years. That's actually family right there.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. And Sean is how I got introduced to Jeff.
I think I could tell by the beards and
And,
shit like that.
And shit after that, we just been locked in.
So, how did you know him for his musical abilities, or was it like
Nah.
you just fam like how when he told you that's what he wanted you to help him be a part of? How did that whole relationship build?
I reached out to him. Like I heard like your first 2 albums and
Mhm.
like what was the last one? Oh,
Humble Savage, the first part, yeah.
So I thought I liked it. I liked his lane. Like I like what he talking about. He ain't trying to be no gangster, nothing like that. He just a laid back dude. You know what I'm saying? And I like real shit. You know what I'm saying? Like even if you ain't the toughest dude, just keep it real.
Yeah.
And that's how he come off to me as a man. You know what I'm saying? Working just like me. You know, doing whatever we gotta do, take care of our family and shit. So that already kind of, made me grow into him a little bit more. But then he can fucking rap, and I make fucking beats. So it was like
Perfect, right?
I was
No-brainer.
Working an album. You know what I'm saying?
Who
And
made
this
that
shit
bigger
came
beat?
up. Me and Jeff. That's
Yeah,
me and him, we
everything
bang
on there
out,
is them
you know?
So I know y'all the cool humble. You like, y'all motherfuckers nice, man.
Yeah, shit, yo.
See, look, man,
Dumb.
I need some more of that cool shit. I'll be like,
just
nigga,
laid
I made
back.
that beat. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I
We
like
banged it out,
being
shit.
in the background, yo.
Hey, we can tell because you two dudes are super. I mean, all three of y'all just like super humble. Like it's just one of those things where, like honestly, like if I was just walking the room and I would just sit here, like if I wasn't already sitting here, I'd be like,
Yeah, it's mad calm in here. They invite me
I'm
to
chilling.
their cookouts.
Like-
Like, yo, y'all keep loud ass.
yeah, I feel like I'm at my grandmother cookout, like and we all just sitting there at the lunch table chilling. You feel me? Like
right.
So
Yeah,
did y'all
man.
produce the entire,
Yeah.
Mhm.
the whole
Right.
thing is y'all?
Top to
Just me
bottom.
and him.
Top to bottom.
how many?
Motherfuckers nice,
Did you guys?
yo.
How many sleepless nights was that?
Nah, it wasn't.
Yeah, how
cra-
long
it
did
wasn't
it
really
take
bad?
to-
The crazy thing
Oh, 'cause
about
he
it,
just went in there and just did his damn thing, and y'all was like, "Yep, that's it. That's all we needed."
it's just
Right,
like
right.
everything just fit. It was just like, yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what-
How
that's
how
I like it.
important do you think it is to kind of have that chemistry to create such a project like that?
I mean, this was organic. It was natural. But
Right.
in any other type of artist you're dealing with, I think that's real important. You know what I'm saying? Because if not, you feel like you're trying to force something to work, and that's through life. Like you know what I'm saying? You kind of want to take the shit that kind of flows with you. You know what I'm saying? That's how you pick and choose.
Mhm.
Like the streets. I'm not. I don't want to be a fucking street dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I like working. I like investing in properties, doing this music. You know what I'm saying? Like giving the kids another role model versus street dudes and shit. Like nothing
Right.
wrong with that. Some of them, you know, they come
Yeah,
up and
you
they
play
got
the
real
cards
life.
you dealt a lot.
Right.
You know, sometimes
Right.
it's just all you got to deal
Yeah.
with. That's what you make out of it.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you got choices, yo, choose wisely.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
There we go.
He trying to get on the next album.
Right. Hey, look, reserve me now,
Trying to
nigga.
get on the intro. I see what you doing, nigga.
For sure, man.
Man, that is crazy. So, maybe some of the technical aspect. I know we have some audio engineers and producers in here, MCs as well. What kind of equipment did y'all use? Is it all laptop in the corner with like a, like a screen? Or like what were y'all using? Because it sounds like y'all was in Quad, like y'all was in Chungking.
Oh damn!
Like
that's
it
dope.
sounds really good sonically. So I'm
called-
curious to how y'all
it's called-
pulled that together.
One Stop Studios.
That's the name of the place. I knew Wyse being Wyse. He was being slick just now.
Yeah.
Who basement y'all was in? Somebody closet.
This all Jeff, man. That's all Jeff right there.
I mean, you just gotta have quality stuff. You know what I'm saying?
What's
And
the
that's-
quality stuff? In case somebody's watching, like, yo, I want to replicate that. How do I
What
make
you got?
that?
The U87, the Newman mic, Avalon preamp.
How much that cost?
Yeah,
That's
it's
how
a
you know
couple-
it's
Hey, look, it was so funny because
It's a couple dollars though.
Couple of dollars.
Yeah. But if you want to invest in your craft,
Right.
man,
If
it
you want
take
your shit
what
to
it take.
sound like,
Yeah.
no.
$5,000 for the setup.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So at what point? Damn, you all the way over there. You ain't even got no damn mic, man. All right. So as far as shit,
He don't know what you're talking about.
I lost it because I was gonna ask him a question, but I can't because he ain't got no mic. So
You said because
But
he's
thank
white,
you,
he ain't got no mic.
no,
Damn,
You
yo.
fucked up, bro. Why you gotta make it about race?
really, really.
Look, that's what you get for forgetting your fucking question. And I'm about to figure my goddamn question. No,
Fuck you.
So
How I get
My
a hair
fa-
on back?
I ain't never coming back. Yeah, all y'all got hair today too, yo. That shit really hurt my feelings. Mastering. Who would y'all get it mastered by?
One
Come
stop.
on,
One-
man.
Jobs,
What
yo.
the fuck are
I
y'all?
told
Y'all
you,
keep
I
saying
wasn't
this
jo-
one stop shit, but I don't believe you.
That's
For real.
Well, Nudge did. We did record something at my man Nudge spot.
Okay.
Architect. That's my man, yo. Solid.
Okay,
dude.
yeah, I'm trying to get him on too. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
real?
cool
Yeah, we can
dude.
get him, man.
Oh yeah, we did
Um,
Dang, what was the name of it? That's crazy.
Moan.
That and Up. Yeah, Up. We redid updated it too.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What that is crazy. Y'all ain't got a separate page just for y'all to do this shit. Like y'all should be the one stop shop or some shit. Because if y'all making shit like that and it's all insular, like all y'all doing that,
Right. In
that's Kim. That's like that. You can replicate that shit. I would assume. I mean, you can't find the perfect artist, but that shit sound. That don't sound like just me and my mans and them did it. I mean, y'all
Right.
invested a lot of money, time, and experience. Y'all been doing this for a while.
Right.
But still, it's a lot of motherfuckers. I got some cousins been doing it for a while, and you can tell it was the wild. Like they
Right.
still stuck back to Cash Money Records. Nah. You like, God damn,
what the fuck
this shit
kind of
sounds
shit?
good. So I'm just curious to
Yeah.
why everybody don't know about this compared to maybe some of the other studios. Is that on purpose by design? Y'all want to keep it like that?
That's a question for Jeff right there.
Y'all being
Yeah,
stingy.
you might as
Go
well.
ahead. Let
y'all
Jeff
being
get
stingy.
up over there on the jump.
Nah, I don't mind. You know.
I mean,
me.
y'all. No. Y'all can sit right. No, hell no. nigga.
Y'all
You
ain't
go
both
no
sitting
damn
in
way,
that
nigga.
chair. That ain't gonna work.
Nah,
ain't gonna work.
he wants to-
But no,
Just
look,
take off
look,
the mic and then
hey, Black, switch with him real quick. You sit right there so we can make sure he in frame and this side.
Coming down.
Hey, Jeff, go ahead and sit in the blue chair for me real quick so you in frame. You got it? So, yeah, like just to recap, y'all doing something magical. And I feel like if everyone needs to hear this and know that, y'all can do this again. It's not like just we got lucky.
Yeah.
So explain, are you guys planning to do that or
Oh yeah.
a record label coming up with this going on? What's going on? Production company?
We definitely locked in, and this is not the last.
That means we doing everything, motherfucker. That's what he's.
What you
pretty
was
much
gonna say,
saying.
No, I mean it's more. You enjoy yourself more when you're doing something that you enjoy to like working with somebody. So I mean, if you're recording, like people paying you to record, sometimes it gets like, it's not really like a hobby anymore.
Like a
It's
job,
kinda,
yeah.
and it's just kind of boring. I don't know. It's hard to explain. So
Mhm.
it's more fun to work with a particular artist instead of, like I said, having like random people always over and recording
Right.
random people. So
Where do y'all hold him? Now, I know he hit.
Him saying that it means we're not trying to open up a business.
I see what you're saying. He's like, yo, we don't really fuck with you and look for you and holler at you first.
Yeah.
Don't even shoot that DM. We appreciate it. Where do y'all hold him out of the city? I know he here. I know he can hear what y'all gonna say. But out of the list of all our favorite artists, right, we named a few. Where do y'all hold him among those greats? Because he's obviously great.
Yeah,
He's a talent.
I like it, but he got his own lane. You know what I'm saying? Like Shorty, he got a lane. Scola, you know, they got their lane. You know what I'm saying? He got this lane. So who I can really put in this lane? Nobody.
Just to be
opinion.
not so much in his lane, but the reason why I like your music, Greenspan, I like him as well, and I feel like you guys touch on some of the same topics. Intro, you know, it's not all the topical lower hanging fruit shit. Ain't a whole bunch of whips and jewelry and shit.
Right.
They'll talk on some shit that's like make you go,
Yeah.
So
shout out to Green too.
That's the only one I could think of, but I didn't know if it was more that we can also maybe show some love to, and maybe contrast styles with Green being one.
I never really heard homie music.
Yeah,
You know what
I
I'm saying?
would
I probably need
definitely-
to check him out because I would love to work with somebody like that too, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As long as we giving that same positive energy, I'm working with it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about the money. I'm doing what I'm doing to get the money. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't about the money. It's about more of a message that you putting out there. So
You ever gonna experiment with auto tune or no?
Really?
Y'all laughing? That might be the hit.
Look,
He like,
That might be
Hey,
the
I
hit.
just heard about that shit last night.
Nigga,
Bigger than every level.
he wants to say this shit.
We about to, we gonna do an album like that.
Y'all lying. Y'all some lying. For real? EJ, you
No,
lying?
I
think
ain't
you lying.
doing no,
I
nah,
think
man.
you lied.
I might
Do a little
Just a
something.
little-
Sprinkle a little something on it.
little something on it,
Yeah.
but nah, that ain't really what I'm trying to get into.
Club tracks. Tracks
Another
for the
thing,
ladies,
I'm
none of that?
not really trying. to
Only
get into.
because Baltimore music, I mean, that club ain't perceived real well. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of.
What I mean, not Baltimore club, but like, you know,
You just talking
shit
about
for
shit
the
to play
clubs.
in the club, yeah.
I mean, shit. Nip got shit that can play in the club. You know what I'm saying? It ain't necessarily got to be a dance record. So I mean, it might come out. It's just whenever
It's
it
just
come
time,
out.
yeah. Just
whenever it
wait
come
on the
out.
time. and
It's
wait
not
for
like
it.
I'm planning or
trying to
or
make it.
focus on it or
You just
you
kind
know
of
consciously being like, all right, let's write this shit for the bang in the club.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, if it happened, it happened. But
So it's like, all right. So with you know, everybody has like there are things that they might do, or like some people might lock themselves in the bathroom and write while they're taking a shit or something like that.
Yeah.
Or you know, people smoke weed or drink or whatever the case might be. Like, so what kind of like gets you in tune with your creative with the creative side?
the crazy thing about it is, I feel like I'm always in that mode. Like, soon as Jeff or Sean to shoot me something, instantly I'm trying to put something together right then and there.
Damn, this nigga be in the car like
I
driving with his knee and shit like.
ask Sean. I told you.
Yeah.
Sometime when shit come across, and he'll send a beat or something, I do something on the voice record so I can have, that feeling of when I first heard it, and I can know, which way I want to go with it. Cause like when they sent me all the records off here, like automatically, once I heard it, I already knew. I don't know how, but like where I was gonna go with it,
Right.
and that's how that shit just rolled out.
So you ever get like the beat, like they shoot you something and then you playing it?
Mhm.
Do you just like start freestyling to it, and then like if you got some hot stuff, like you just like
So I like to write a lot.
okay,
So when they send me something, I sit with it for a little bit and then I write.
okay,
Like even if I just got the first few bars of the hook or first few bars of the verse, I got that to go to, so I know like what I'm gonna make the song about.
gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's a great question. I thought you were gonna ask something else. This is what I was gonna say.
Oh shit.
Beat makers, y'all know about this. You ever get like a melody or a sample, or you got the whatever, and you gotta step away. I gotta go take a shit. I gotta go because I'm almost too excited. So let's say you hear when they say you like, yo, this shit hard, but it's almost I need a second to step away. I'm gonna come check it. Do you do that or you just go right into it? Because you did say you kind of like just go, but sometimes like I used to make a beat, or I have the hook, and it's like, oh, let me just get this motherfucker an hour. Because
Let it
you're so
marinate.
excited, you don't want to like force anything. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
But you
you-
feel the juice. Is
Right.
it like that at all?
No, so like most of the time when I get it, I just go in on it, and then once I'm done, like whatever I'm doing right there, I might come back to it a couple days later, and listen back to the beat and rap what I got to the beat so far. And sometimes shit change, but a lot of the times the shit be it just be right there.
Shit, my shit always change. I be like, this was trash.
You always
Oh shit, nigga, what you talking about?
Oh, this was doo doo.
Oh, yo, But they say I gotta stop being so hard on myself. Though,
Yeah.
you know
That's
what
part
I'm
of being a creative. You always feel like, I could have did this better, could have
saying?
did that better.
Overthinking.
I mean,
Right.
we pretty much. I love the way it sounds as far as the project. I guarantee y'all put it out there. It was like, fuck, we should have did this differently. Fuck, I don't like the way the
it was
vocals
how
said
often-
here.
I mean, it was a couple things that we went back and we was like, you know, we gotta tweak that or maybe do this. And it was some songs that we didn't even put on there.
Okay.
So it's just about having everything cohesive and having everything like just gel together well.
Right now,
And,
all over the place.
Not all over the place.
Gotcha.
That's why a couple songs not on there.
What else you like to do outside of canoeing? We know you can rap, right? We know some of the story about your history, your inspirations to do what you're doing. Now I want to hear about some shit that maybe you ain't tell nobody else. What's your favorite food?
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti. What kind of spaghetti? Fettuccine noodles? Angel hair?
The spaghetti my girl made.
Got you.
Aw,
You
boy,
put you should.
You in a good relationship.
My
You
girl
in a
made-
great
He
relationship.
ain't got to worry about it either.
Well,
No,
like,
hold on,
best,
wait,
that's
wait,
like
wait,
the best
wait.
spaghetti.
Hold up. Follow up spaghetti question. Sugar or Parmesan cheese?
Don't say sugar. You know he black.
Yeah, light sugar.
Like
See,
sugar.
see? Look, like I said, we don't do that on our side. That's the fucking sugar.
What
Look,
Jeff
next
said.
time you make spaghetti, right? Hold up.
man, don't
'Cause
tell
I
him that diabetes shit, man. Sprinkle some
trying to
sugar
tell you.
in it.
Hey,
tell
for
you.
real, some sugar though, for real. Sugar
Yeah.
set it up.
Well, a lot of
Sugar do set
the
it off.
spaghetti
But I do
sauces.
put Parmesan cheese on mine too, though. So.
With the sugar?
Well, no. See, it's
Don't
a-
lie.
Yeah,
I
get
don't
the
know
either
I
or.
don't know the last time I used no Parmesan cheese.
Seriously?
No, I fuck with the Parmesan.
I fuck with
Parmesan
Parmesan cheese.
See,
Yeah.
white people like Parmesan cheese.
Look, Jeff said, that's the first time he shook his head on cue.
He's like,
Any
yeah,
other
I
time
fuck
he take a
with
pause, he be like, well, I mean, you said Parmesan cheese, I'm like, yeah.
I ain't had to think about it, yo.
I ain't had to think about
Yeah,
that at all.
it's the sugar for me, man.
Sugar. With white sauce and red sauce. We can talk about food all day.
I know you
Like
like
some
say the-
fettuccine
say the
Alfredo
facts.
sauce.
Hey, yo, hold
or
up.
like the
Hey, Mo.
marinara.
The red
You
sauce.
still got that bonchon chicken in that refrigerator.
Boy, I'm trying to tell you.
The red sauce. Sure, yeah, red sauce. Red sauce. Definitely.
You
Don't
swim?
say sprinkle shit.
You got
on the
nah, I can't swim.
That's a racist.
How you a
that's racist
canoeer and
question.
can't swim?
That's why I had to stop.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I had an
Got you,
accident and I
Mark.
almost,
Got you.
Ask Jeff if he swim.
What?
Ask Jeff if he can swim.
He said, do you eat ass? That's
I
what he
said
asked.
swim. I said
Oh, my
swim.
bad. Oh.
That eat ass. That's not that type of guess. That's a different guess. You see the sticker right there.
He was wondering how you got your beard so
You
long.
can swim, right? You can swim, right?
Yeah, if I was drowning, I could swim. but I'm not.
You know the white people, black people joke. I said, Mom, you fucked. They talking about eating ass. Oh, just to let y'all know, in the past we asked guests about that, but we
I
ain't
would
do that
definitely drown.
Damn, sorry, bro.
That's why I try to make sure my son can swim.
That's
Gotcha.
good. You probably
That's
wanna,
smart.
Probably want to know how to swim
Ain't
though,
wrong
just in
with
case you got,
You know,
Yeah.
it's never too late to swim then either.
Yeah.
Well, it is if you
I'm
in
about
the
to start
fucking water.
I'm about to start holding swim classes.
You did,
Too late
did
at that point, right? Yeah,
It's
too
too
late
late
at
to
that
learn that.
point. Yeah.
True indeed.
Maybe I need to take some swim lessons.
You probably should, bro.
Yeah.
That'll suck. What else you like to do outside of rapping?
Um,
Fights? You watch the Wilder Furry fight?
You know what? I fell asleep. Honestly.
You was in the
Right,
studio
do me
too long,
bars.
wasn't
Um,
Right, Jimmy Bars. I kept sending them
I
beats.
seen
and
I
shit.
seen all the highlights and everything from the fight though. It was kind of crazy.
you? Yeah.
But outside of music, I'm probably real boring.
Maybe that's the art of greatness, right? A lot of times you hear some of the greatest mathematicians, physicists, sports, Kobe, rest in peace. All they did was what they did.
With their craft, yeah.
Obsessively.
Mhm.
It was a story I heard with Kobe, and I'm probably fucking it up. Somebody who likes sports maybe. But it was Kobe, and it was it may have been like Allen Iverson or another a basketball player. And they were early in their career, they went out clubbing and all that shit. And it was like, all right, bro, what you about to do? And I think AI was like, I'm about to go, do some more fuck shit. And he was like, yeah, I'm about to go to the gym. It's like 4 or 5 in the morning.
Mm.
So maybe that's just a sign that reason why at 2012 you could just start rapping and be this good. That is fucking crazy. 8 years.
I mean,
Still,
that's
it's not short, but god damn, man.
I know, but that's
How
still-
old was you in 2012?
Shit, I'm 30 now, so that was what?
Don't have me look.
Well,
How was that?
8 years ago. That was
22? If you're 30 now, minus 8.
22. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew that.
Sometimes
No,
you
you
get
didn't.
a question and you don't be expecting it to be like,
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah. Right, he like, what?
I had to do the
Who
math
was that?
real
He
quick.
gonna look at me like, nigga, he was 22.
I be throwing hands at bus all the time. Like, yo, who
Yeah,
the
he would throw. Yeah, he hit me with all kinds of shit. I'm like, nigga, really? Like, what
Yeah, I
the
had to
fuck
think
you
about it
doing?
real quick. But yeah, 22.
Got you. How long you guys been doing with your side of the craft?
Shit. My cousin Osei, he used to make beats. Well, he still do. He got an artist named Moan. But I started from him, man. Saying, my older cousin always working and shit, and that kind of got me into it. Started off with the MPC, but I ain't really take it serious. Then I got with Boss Man and the Get Money crew back.
That's
in,
when we
like,
met. Yeah.
Probably '06 or something. We was
Chess.
doing a little bit of this one. He was kind of popping. We traveling, going down DC, New York, Boston, all that type shit. So it kind of got me more into it. Like, man, like this all right. It's work though. That shit work. You know what I'm saying? So about 2008 when I really kind of started taking it serious. Then I took a little bit of a break, reached back out to my man, and we just locked in now ever since.
Got you.
What you been doing since then, Jeff? Because like I said, first of all, is you a mummy or a vampire? Because I don't feel like you aged at all outside of your beard. Last time I saw you, I think he looked exactly the fucking same. I'm like, this nigga live forever. But how long you been doing this? Because I know when I met you guys through chess, because we were going around to do some production shit, and you was on the boards then. So have you been actively in the game since then, or did you take a break yourself?
No, I've been active. I've been working with Ellis. I don't know if you've heard of Ellis, Baltimore rapper. Sending beats to Boss Man here and there. So sometimes you take, like, you get burned out, so you got to take a couple months off.
So like when you take a couple months off, is it kind of like feel like rejuvenated once you get back into it, or is it like one of those things where you just kind of like hold on to a couple pieces like mentally for yourself, and then you like, all right, when I go back out there, I got this one, or is it just kind of like just sit back, relax for a second?
I mean, when I say like take a couple months off, it's not like you don't make any beats. It's just you don't do it every single day, you know?
Right.
Like, you might make one every week or two, but
yeah, because you just can't sit still, huh?
Yeah. I think that give you that time to grow too, though. It's like sometimes
Life
you gotta take
experiences.
that time, you know, to experience different things and you know, go through different shit. Like before this album, the last one I dropped was in 2018, so it was 2 years ago, and that was Humble Savage, the first part. But I think it's just like, even still, I didn't stop doing music between 2018 and 2020. You know, I'm still writing, I'm still getting beats and everything like that. But sometimes, you know, life just hits you. You know what I mean? So it ain't like I'm a signed artist, or, you know, this is feeding my family and shit like that at this point. So you still gotta, you know, still tap into that life side and what's really going on day in and day out.
I don't know if you want to say anything.
That's what.
It's perfect. So for the type of style, like, I appreciate the type of bars you got, the production style, right? But we also know it's not the it sound. A lot of times you hearing, I'm not disrespecting because I fuck with Roddy Ricch or some of the other artists,
Definitely.
right? Because it's a place for everything. But how hard is it for you to continue to be motivated when you guys are putting in hours and you're putting out projects that are like good shit, but the market isn't there or the industry isn't calling for it? And even if it did, like, if you got examples of maybe like Kendrick or J. Cole, Lupe when he was on top, but it's not like you got, oh yeah, 50% of the market, they love this. It's like, even if you the top motherfucker, you could still be 4 or 5 levels below a Drake or some dude named Left Eye Doodoo Butt. And he got a song called Fuck Me in the Face or some bullshit. And you like, I didn't spit some bigger than life shit on this, and then this motherfucker got a song called My Lights Ain't On. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, how frustrating to be like, I'm going to keep doing this, but the end goal, like, is it all for the love, or is it like, you know, how do you navigate through all that?
So, well, honestly, I rarely look at, like,
Other artists.
no, I do. I watch other artists. I watch, you know, what they do, because I just like to tap into that shit, period, because I enjoy music. So it's not like I guess because I was telling Sean this, and it's like, because of the way that I started and the reason that I started, it's like, regardless of if it brings me anything, is what I genuinely love to do. Like, it's my passion. So I rarely get discouraged behind it. Like, I can get my hands in something else, and if that shit don't pop the way it's supposed to, you know, maybe I get a little discouraged and shit because something ain't coming fast enough with that. But with this, is like, this is my passion. This is what I really enjoy doing. This is really what I love doing. So
You like, there's no
It
time.
don't-
There's no time stamp to
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Like fitness for you, maybe.
yeah. It's like,
Like, you going to work
not
out
a time
regardless. He's a personal trainer, if y'all don't know. But he loves working out regardless. It's changed his life, helped him with all type of things, right? So
True.
it's something you would probably do
Facts.
whether you were getting a bag for it or not. It just
Right.
it helps you just think and
I was doing it
express
before I
yourself.
got the bag. I'm gonna do it after I get the bag.
we definitely want the bag, though.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
want
definitely want the bag. I think everybody want the bag.
Definitely want the bag, though.
Production question. Watch this. Watch they face. Watch they face. Fruity Loops or Reason?
FL.
FL Studio?
Yeah.
My niggas.
I
You know it's
don't
gang
even-
gang
I
on
don't
that
even call
shit.
it Fruity Loops no more. It's
FL.
It's just
Studio.
FL.
Yeah.
It's how you know I was old, right? Niggas say call it Fruity Loops.
Right. I mean, but
That's
you
like
know,
going
that's
way
how
up back.
everybody used to look at
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
but
yeah.
That shit got some dope. Most of the artists nowadays, I mean, most of the producers, I guarantee you, they using FL. Majority of them.
FL always been my shit.
You might got some guys doing Logic and all of that shit, but a lot of
Yeah,
people
Logic
fuck
is
with
another one,
FL.
yeah.
That shit good.
Guitar Band. They still use Guitar Band?
Oh, I know.
Was that one of them?
Oh, GarageBand.
Garage. I said Guitar Band. I think Guitar Center.
Hey, look.
Hey, put them
When he,
together.
said, when he said Fruit Loops or something, and I was like,
You got
this
hungry?
nigga talking
Yeah,
about
all
cereal? You can tell I'm not a part of that
That's
industry.
all good. That's all good.
I just like listening to it, okay?
That's all good. So I've been noticing also you got what's the dude name? I don't want to bring out sexuality because it doesn't matter, but Nas,
Lil Nas X.
right? Boom, right? And then the dude is somebody just made a trap video. They got the mask on, but they singing in
He's
country.
singing- I seen
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Did you
I
see
just
that?
seen I just seen that.
Have y'all thought about playing with genres? Maybe not even following that lane of rock or hip hop, but like maybe some Caribbean vibes or
It's nothing that I thought about.
it'll listen. Cause listen,
Yeah, it never
you-
crossed my mind.
I think you're master level. I'm gonna go back. I'm telling you, I'm gonna go back and pay homage to all your other projects because I'm not gonna lie to you and say I heard it all.
right,
But
right.
what I've heard so far is like, no, I'm not making this mistake again. But I'm also as a fan, like curious, like damn, almost when you get a project from somebody, you're like, I didn't think they was gonna do it that way,
hmm
but damn, that shit came out.
Right.
And I don't know as far as the production team and the artists, if y'all thought of like, all right, boom, we got this lane mastered and we're gonna do this forever. But it'd be kind of cool to have Shorty
Those-
from
those
this,
little sporadic.
yeah, on the
joints.
track, or maybe having production style to kind of like some a drill beat or something weird.
Now
but we doing it this way.
and we discussed some stuff like that. We did, but I thought you was talking about taking it all the way over. Like,
Yeah, or maybe all the way over and you doing
I ain't never think about taking
No?
it all the way
He
over.
said, nah.
But
He
like
had to
maybe
think
some
about
more
that.
up tempo stuff and stuff like that. We may play around with.
like a
Mhm.
blues record maybe. That'd be weird.
Blues might be.
Yeah,
that might
that
work.
kinda
that
go.
would-
That might work though.
You guys ever work with like real instruments and stuff like that as well, or
Yeah.
have you been playing around with that?
That's one stop. That's
One
one
stop,
stop right
goddamn.
there,
Man,
man.
she
He
like,
like, hold
hold
up.
on, stop.
He opened up his closet door like it's a bass guitar. We got
Yeah,
this harmonica over here. We got
So
this
you
little
really can play all the
harmonica.
instruments?
he playing on some of the couple
Yeah,
parts
some
of the
them are
songs on the
samples
album.
and some of them are ones that we had played out.
Yeah.
I thought they were all samples. Jesus Christ.
Let me ask a question. Is there like it's still 24 hours in a day, right?
Mhm.
How the fuck do you manage to know how to do all this shit?
Take
the
years,
beard.
you know.
Yeah.
He said it's the beard. Or
He sacrificed. I'm telling you, man.
so we gotta call him Gandalf now.
That's the Lord of the Rings. That's the Lord of the Rings. What was it? The Boss Man shit? We said 06 or what?
About 06, 08.
That's a long fucking time. I'm telling you, man. I remember the motherfuckers hit working then, Marv. And we're 2020 now, so
Yeah.
how many
you
years is
can
that?
only
I
Look
think
at it. Everybody look at it.
2010
14
was when
years.
I met
See,
Sean.
yeah, you-
It's been a long time
through
fucking
Boston
time.
Studio.
Yeah, that's when we had the studio.
Long time, long time.
Oh, he ain't hear me shoot his answer back, did he?
What you say?
Because you said since 2006. Yeah, do the math
Yeah,
now. I
he-
said
I
14
did it.
years, bitch.
You my nigga, you I love you, dog.
You
So
love me if you give me some of that chicken in there, bitch.
how
My man hungry,
that's
yo.
not happening, fam. I told you that bong chong is good.
Yeah, because he been talking about it for 3
Man,
hours.
He said that's a
bong-
one-man
I'm
meal
telling
right
you,
there.
Damn, that bong chong so good, especially if you got some weed. How has it been getting love in your cities? A lot of times, you could be putting out quality shit but get no response or love in your area, and then a motherfucking Korea
Mhm.
has a tattoo of your face on a face,
I gotta get that.
right? That's the next level, right?
Yeah,
That's
I
like
gotta
you
get
went
that. That's next level.
Korea,
right
North Korea too.
there. Yeah, that's
You know they
next
ain't even
level
got
right
internet
there.
out there, and they still found your shit.
But
Uh,
the reception for the music, it's always been a pretty good reception level. Of course, it's not at where I would like it to be.
Mhm.
You just gotta keep on working though. I
Do you
mean,
think it's the style of music you make or the politics of the game, which unfortunately can really fuck shit up?
I mean, it could
He
all
ain't a
be
part of this clique. He don't know this DJ.
it
that
could all
type
be
of-
wrapped in the
One.
all into one thing. Could be, but I don't really pay too much attention to that. I just stay focused and do what I do.
I like your style, man.
I know.
I'm gonna start.
My man just be
First of all, I'm gonna
focused.
start talking just like this.
Real cool and shit.
That's how you
No.
know. Can I touch your shoulder, bro?
Go ahead, man, you
That's
good.
how I know you a real nigga. There, it's like I ain't gotta do all that other shit, man.
Right.
I just
Why
I
you
just
grinding?
stay focused, bro.
That's it,
I
man.
just be
We are
doing what I
planning
do.
an event though for
Yeah,
an album
yeah,
release event.
yeah.
When is this?
planning
Come
to put
on,
something
man.
together.
When is
Jeff
this?
spoke up like a motherfucker.
First of all, do we
Hey,
get?
look, we
can
doing
come?
an event. Don't forget that shit.
Yeah, yeah,
Come?
for sure.
I'm like,
oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, man, that's
Um,
definitely what's up.
We don't got all the details on it yet, but
This year,
yeah, definitely.
summertime.
Before summertime.
Okay.
Before summertime.
So you gonna be spitting like. So you gonna be like, what's the unplugged type shit? You just.
That's funny.
Oh, I can't
That's
wait.
dope. That's dope. That's
I
dope.
need an MC. Let me know.
That's funny.
I hope you
y'all-
let me know. I'm motherfucking be loud. No. You know, you don't need nobody loud. You need somebody laid back. I can do laid back.
I can do that.
I can do laid back. He can do laid back.
I can do laid back. We can
Alright.
do laid back. We can switch it off. You bring them in, I'll take them out.
I don't gotta do shit. I just wanna be there and enjoy
Play
as
the
a
unplugged.
fan of the music. But that's dope.
Bring the whole
No, I'm just
podcast
playing.
set up.
That's dope. That's
Yeah,
dope. We're
I
gonna
should
figure
do
something out.
I like it.
But I wanna experience that.
Yeah, definitely. You just sit down and kind
But
of.
we
really
definitely
want
want
to
to do that a few times.
Experience.
We definitely want to do that a few times.
Yeah. Yo.
I put a couple shows together in the past, so it's something I like to do. Something else I like to do.
Got you.
So yeah,
How,
we wanna tap back into
I
that.
mean, because some people have, stage fright, whatever the case may be, but to be up there and almost feel like you got to kind of be as natural as possible in that kind of unplugged, like I don't even know what I want to call it, but anyway, how it does it make you feel more like you're in your element, like when you're up there and you kind of got like that one spotlight and you kind of just doing your thing, or has it ever made you nervous?
No, I think that's more like what I like to do. Honestly,
Mhm.
I think that fit what I do more
Right.
than hopping around the stage and
Gotcha.
doing things like that. But I think that fits me more. But I've done it both ways.
Right.
I think with performing though, I think like no matter where you get or what level you get to, I think it's always that bit of nervousness that you still have.
Right.
Which I think is a good thing because once that's gone, it's
I was
like
gonna ask you.
it's like a
Yeah.
machine. I'm just a machine.
Right. And you feel like it's just a mundane thing type
Right.
deal. Gotcha.
So yeah, I think it's good to keep that rule.
Yeah, I think it's very important. We've had multiple fighters on there, and that's one of the questions. It's such a reoccurring answer. You have to have that little bit of nervousness. You prepare. You know what I'm saying? You put your time in, so you're not scared. But that nervousness keeps you sharp.
Mhm.
You get too dull, you run right to a punch, and you wake up to light. So I guess it's the same thing with the art of being an entertainer. Period. You got to be sharp.
Yeah.
You got to be aware.
And I even think outside of entertainment, it's like, even with everything really, when you prepare to take a test, before that test come, you all good. You done studied, you done read it front and back, but when you sit down in front of that test, it's like you still get that little feel. So, yeah, I think that's with everything.
So this project, what's the name of the project again?
Humble Savage 2 Legacy.
So what's coming next? Is it 3 or is it something totally different? Was that something else y'all talking
It's
about?
actually
It's
once
the CIA over here.
it's
boy.
actually
You
like
gotta- yeah,
the
you
thing
gotta-
about
I
it
know
is
you gotta do some
we
creative.
didn't
creative
go
questioning.
we didn't go into it with the title already of being Humble Savage 2 Legacy. You know what I mean? We did the music, and then it was just like it's fitting to continue what that was. So once we get right back in and start the music, then we'll see like how we think we're gonna do with the album name and everything like that.
Favorite black movie?
Favorite black movie? Damn, that was the total switch, right?
Yeah.
Completely.
Damn.
Yeah, switched up.
Favorite black movie? I don't watch a lot of movies and TV.
What you got? What you got?
Say shit.
Friday.
Friday.
Hey, yo,
1, 2,
I could
3,
look
4.
at all of them.
Oh yeah, back
trilogy,
then.
yo.
Yeah, Friday definitely a good one.
Give me your favorite
My
line
wife
right now.
loves Fridays.
I mean, of
Favorite-
course, I'm gonna
favorite
go to like
Friday
some
line.
smoky shit or some shit like that.
All right.
you
I mean, we got the famous one.
What?
We all know that one. It's the one.
Of course.
Which one is it? I ain't say, of course, he ain't know. See, that's that energy straight. Oh, yeah, my nigga, yeah, my nigga, yeah, my
Is
nigga.
that politically
Yes,
correct?
that politically correct. Look at his face. He gonna fuck me up. I love this nigga. You got knocked the fuck out. That's the one right there. Everybody know.
Yeah, like
Everybody
once-
know.
Yeah.
What-
You want some too, old man?
listen,
Obviously,
I don't
that's
wanna-
another landmark. But mine is in next Friday when my man you'll say, "Daddy, you see my shirt?" He said, "You talking about the pink one, son?" He said. He said, "Daddy, you wipe your ass my shirt." It's in the background whole time. Ice Cube is downstairs.
I probably ain't paying attention to
Is
this.
that-
That's crazy.
When you watch, you gotta watch next Friday.
Locked in for it
You
now.
always gotta pay attention to the background shit because that's the funniest shit in the world. Yo, Ice Cube is downstairs and he look around like, man, that's a nice ass house. And all you hear is Mike Epps upstairs. You wipe your ass my shirt. I'm telling you. You gotta watch.
I'm watching tonight.
When
I'm
you
watching
watch
that.
that, when you watch it,
I think
and you
another,
hear that in the background, you are going to
Oh, I know.
die.
Yeah,
I'm trying to tell you.
I think another big segment of the movie was the interaction between Pops and Cube when he was like, "You fight with these."
Yeah.
I mean, I think that was a big part for everybody too.
See, of course you would say
I'm about
that.
to say
right?
Right, I was
super,
gonna
super
say he
deep
got it.
down
No,
and
yeah, he
shit.
done went
Yeah,
conscious
Jay,
on
I
this
like
shit.
it, though.
Jay,
I
I
like it,
just-
though. I like
Jay,
it.
that's
Gotta
you,
use
Jay.
these, son.
Hey,
The scene in
You
which
live to fight another day.
they
Yeah.
zoom in and the
Yeah,
two
and
brothers.
just-
Yeah, of course.
you know.
We talking about the fuck shit. We talking about the
Wipe your
you
ass
like,
my
yeah,
shirt.
What about the part when black people come together?
Right.
Yeah, you right, Jay. You right. Jay.
Gun down, son.
Put the gun down, Craig.
Oh, man.
So how's it having so many black friends? Yeah, I'm talking to you, white guy. Come on, give me the damn mic.
You
man.
white
Come
guy.
on. This is not safe for ears. We family. Pull the mic up to him. I'm gonna hear his
Mic.
opinion about black people. So, when did you first meet your first black person? This is a dead serious question. Just listen. Just remember, you might have had a kid in school you
Hey,
played
look.
basketball with.
Disclaimer: no one's safe. Sorry,
This is not safe.
not safe
for
for you.
everybody. I love everybody. I got white in me. What are we talking about?
Right.
We all got
believe it or not-
black in us.
Believe it or not, though.
We all got black in us.
Believe it or not, though, my grandmother is literally probably like his complexion. She worked with people, and they thought she was white the whole 5 years she was there.
That means y'all related.
That's
your
fine.
brother. It's not. What it
I'm
means.
cool with that.
All right. So when's the time you met your first black person?
I
He's
don't
4
know.
years old.
Damn, make up
He's
a lie. It better
4
be a
years
good
old.
one.
He was selling. He was selling.
It better be a
selling
good one.
stuff.
I was on North Avenue. No, don't start with that one.
I don't know how to answer that question.
Really, the question was your love for hip hop. When did that start? I was being just retarded with the black people
Probably high school, college.
What song came on that made you like, that's dope? I want to do that.
Honestly, I heard Boss Man because he was like a local rapper, so that's like the first rapper that I got into, and then coincidentally, that's how I got into hip hop was engineering for him.
That is crazy. So you heard this
Nice.
motherfucker and then you became an engineer?
Yeah.
You know what I'm about
That-
to say, right? Y'all know what I'm about to say, right?
What's that?
Y'all know what I'm about to say?
What?
White privilege.
Yeah.
Ain't that some bullshit? That's not how it works. I'm fucking with you, Jay, but that's not how it works. You hear somebody, you like him, and you just be like, all right, I'm just gonna be a part of his fucking music career.
No, I think he put out like a tweet. It was like him looking for like a studio engineer. So I just
I
hit him
think
up.
you told me the story too.
That's crazy though.
I
What
think
kind
I
of
remember.
what kind of universal bullshit is that? Like you like, I like that shit. I want to work with him.
That's kind
And the next thing you know, hey, I'm looking for music. Got you right here, dog.
in there.
Like, did you feel like everything just kind of worked out? Like,
Yeah, because
just
I was at Towson at the time, and his studio was like 10 minutes away. So. it just-
whoa,
Press the
wow.
record button. It went off real quick for me.
Okay,
That's how-
got you. Man, that's some
Sometimes
old,
that's how shit just fall in line.
that's crazy. Like, I'm just look, I'm puzzled by this shit. I'm gonna be honest with you, cause I'm sitting here.
Backhand
I'm
side.
at home like, I want $1 million. I want $1 million. I want $1 million. I want to tell my
Oh,
wife,
yeah,
I want
yeah,
to
plus
get-
that
I want to buy my baby girl some new shoes. And this motherfucker like, I want to work with Boss Man. 2 weeks later, yeah, I'm in the studio. Hey, ain't that a bitch?
that's how it happened. And then, like you said, that's how
full-
I met Sean.
That's what it is. All right,
Okay.
so unfortunately, where we at right as far
We
as
back?
time? We back, but it ran out of memory cards, so I guess the memory card is full, and what it's gonna keep shutting off. So I'm gonna wrap up this interview. But number one, where can they find you if they want to hear more music? Ask him any questions. Have you come out and teach them canoeing classes?
All right.
Fucked it up. Say
But he can't.
On social media is at JAY_WYSE. As far as the music, it's on Tidal, Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube. Just search JYS, JAYWYSE, and you can pull up all the music.
Dope.
Can I do ad lib?
You guys as well. Where can they find you if they want to not work with you because you ain't going to let them work with you because you don't fuck with them?
I'm about to say, I mean, I'm open to working with all this, man. I'm find me on Instagram at blackface216.
Dope. I wish I had that.
Y'all, see, y'all hear me ad libbing? Can I get on that?
You killing it.
I'm killing it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Next album.
Jay lying to your ass. Go ahead.
No, my,
Like,
my
nigga,
social
dog.
media is Brain Trust 410.
My man.
Nice.
Listen, we don't know what each day is gonna bring us, right?
For sure.
But I'm gonna tell you one thing: ain't none of this. Look, I'm doing it not for the money. I ain't getting no money. I open my space up to people that I think can, number one, teach us something, can share something that's of value for the people that's spending time to watch, and are talented in what they do. Y'all are doing something, man.
Yes,
So if no
yes,
one else
yes,
tells
yes.
you, if you don't get no plays on major radio, if you leave
Don't
this
care
earth
nothing about none of that.
without any kind of the accolades you should receive from all the other people you think you should receive them from, I'm telling you today, y'all motherfuckers nice. I'm gonna listen to the whole
Yeah,
project.
y'all definitely,
and I'm
all
fans.
three of y'all beasts.
Big
We
fans.
thank
with
you.
it.
We
Big
thank you.
fans.
Thank you.
And
But they ain't nice as us, Marv, right? Cause I spit on the mic and I'm doing it right. And when I spit these bars,
We doing it nice.
Nigga, that shit was hard. That was hard.
Nigga, we out here.
Make
Close
sure
enough,
y'all,
Marvin.
make sure y'all get the album, man. Humble Savage 2 Legacy on all streaming platforms.
Yes, indeed. Once again, thank you, wonderful
It's about
gentlemen,
to
for
come
coming
off
out.
any second, too. She might
Got
be
you.
able to do it.
All right, so make sure y'all check us out. Not Safe Ears on Instagram. Make sure you check out these gentlemen. Hit the link in the bio. And then also YouTube, subscribe, post notifications when we live. We
Thanks
out.
for having us.
Peace.
Not Safe for Is.
This motherfucker nice, man.